everyone, welcome back. If you are looking for some brand new items for your nails for this Valentine's Day, this video is going to be for you. We are going to be diving into some really fun Beetles gel polishes, and these are some brand new items that are perfect for Valentine's Day. Before we dive into the two different style sets that we're going to do, I just wanted to show you some new products. These are 6 really fun glitter top coats. They're high shine, and they also have an anti-yellowing formula, which I love because if you are utilizing these on a white background, it's not going to have that yellowing effect over time. So the first one here is this really beautiful, just fine sparkle. I love that. You're going to be able to do so many different things with these, even though there is one in here that has heart shapes in it. This is really fun for any time of year, even though it's geared towards Valentine's Day. You can really utilize this in so many different ways. This one is like a glitter mylar, and then here's that really fun heart one. Isn't it just so fun? We're going to play with this one here in just a little bit. And then I'm also going to show you right here. This is all the different glitter top coats that are included in this set. And the price point is just right. I believe for all 6 of those, it is roughly about $17. And I do have the link in that description box below. The next thing, this is what I'm really excited about. This is Heartbreaker. This is a really fun Valentine's Day kit. This is everything you need to create a really fun Valentine's Day mani. And you can get this stuff fairly quickly because you can order it right off Amazon. The first thing in here, check out these brushes. Aren't these phenomenal? They just, the packaging and just the way the brushes look with like this Aurora unicorn effect. I'm loving those brushes so much, and it came in a really cute case. The next thing in here, this is a brush holder. I'm struggling to get the packaging out here, but I really like that they included this because then when you are doing your nails, you can utilize the brush holder. Then they added a nail art palette, which I'm really glad they did because when you're utilizing this kit, it screams nail art, and this is just a great touch that you can apply your gel to when you're ready to do your nail art. We have some traditional heart stickers, and then we have these nail charms, which I thought were like a really awesome touch to this kit to kind of just tie everything together. We have some really awesome elements in here. Check out this limited edition packaging. It's pink. We have hearts on the cover, and I could not be more obsessed with this pink. And check out this red. Isn't it gorgeous? All right, we're going to waste no time. We're going to dive right into this kit and test some of the products out to see how they perform. I'm going to do a set of press-ons on the shape medium almond, and then we're going to start off with the white. I wanted to pull in a white here to just do a little bit of nail art. So white was going to be our background. The white is part of a spring collection, which I'll have in that description box below. So right off the bat here, I'm noticing we're getting some good pigment. We're not having any, it's not too streaky or patchy. We're having good coverage for a white. So I'm always kind of curious when I'm trying a new brand to see how the white performs. Now, I have tried Beetles like in the past, probably like 6 years ago, and I have not played with it since. So I was very intrigued to see how the formula would apply. And this is what the first coat looks like. It looks pretty good. You can see here it's not too, we don't have any like harsh lines or anything like that. Overall, we have pretty good coverage. I am going to build it up so we can really see what the full potential is of this white. Also, I did not do a layer of gel base over my jelly tips. These are just my normal jelly tips without any prep on them. I really wanted to put these gels to the test to see how they would perform without a layer of gel base. Normally, I do not need to incorporate a gel base to my sets. I do not experience any like flaking, chipping, or peeling. But definitely, if you ever experience any of those issues, always do a layer of gel base. That's going to help with longevity when it comes to your gel sets. So we cured for 30 seconds. We're going to add this white to one more nail, and these are going to be the two backgrounds when we're incorporating our nail art. But I'm already loving this white. And a white is a really good indicator on a brand, in my opinion, because whites can be definitely hit or miss. So I finished up the rest of that white off camera, and now we're diving in to the first beautiful rich red. This is really beautiful. It has like a slight shimmer to it. It's really pretty, and check out that coverage. So I really like that the bottles are mini because they're cute, they're adorable, and I feel like realistically this is for like geared towards Valentine's Day. Are you ever gonna go through like a full bottle of gel polish? Probably not unless it's like your favorite color, but I think this is so fun. So I cured for 30 seconds. We're building up this color, and it is vibrant. To be honest with you, it did not need another coat. It was definitely to its full potential with that first coat, but I'm loving this formula. Also, for a gel product, sometimes when you're working with gels, they can tend to have kind of like a chemical scent to that. I'm not experiencing any strong scents when it comes to these gels either, so that is definitely a plus. That's like the worst thing for me, especially when I'm playing with gels. If they have a strong, overpowering scent, I kind of stay away from anything that has that. So the fact that these do not have a scent to them, I'm definitely loving. So now we're playing with more of a solid red. This has more of like that blue undertone to it. It is very vibrant. It is fire engine red. It screams Valentine's Day, and check it out. We have, again, great coverage. I'm actually really, really impressed by how well these gels are applying, especially since we do not have that layer of gel base. So I cured for 30 seconds and we're gonna build this up just a little bit more. We are also gonna incorporate this color on the pinky nail, and stay tuned. We're gonna do another set. I was really impressed how that white worked. So I was like, okay, let's test out the pastels too. And I figured pastel colors got me thinking the throwback conversation heart candies. So I figured we would tie in some pastels, and then we'll utilize that really fun gel top coat with the hearts in it, and we will just create a nostalgic pastel heart kind of style set. So that's what we're going to do after this one, so hang tight for that, because I was very curious to see how the pastel colors are going to perform after we were dabbling into that white. So we're just finishing up the second coat here of this beautiful red, and now we're going to do some simple nail art. So we're going to utilize that nail art palette, and we're going to start out with a red. And since this is a new brush, I'm just going to take some time and really work the gel product into the brush. I'm also kind of getting a feel of the brush and just kind of figuring out how I want to go about my design. So I decided we were just going to create a little squiggle here. It's a rough draft. We're going to clean up the line here in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and fill in right underneath that line, and then we are going to clean up this line again with the nail art brush. So that first line was just kind of just creating a rough draft of the line, and now we're going to go ahead and just pay attention to all that fine detail and really crisp up our design here. I will say this brush alone in the kit is everything to me. I really like how these brushes feel. I don't like a brush that's too heavy in the hand. I don't like a brush that's too light in the hand either. So this is like best of both worlds. I really like how this brush is performing, and I think it's really gorgeous too, with like that like Aurora chrome effect going on. So here's what we're working with. I went ahead and popped that nail in the lamp for 30 seconds. We're going to pull in some pink. This is the pink that's part of that spring set that we're going to dive into here in just a little bit. But I wanted to add a touch of pink, and this pink right here I felt like was perfect with this red that we have going on, and we cannot have a Valentine's Day without a little bit of bright pink thrown in. So I'm just going to create a line right underneath the red, and we have the perfect pink line. I'm not going to touch it. I just went ahead and cured it. I was totally fine with how that looked. It's a really cute design. Again, it's very simple, very beginner friendly, very easy to use. This kit definitely has everything you need. If you have someone that's just getting into nails or making their own press-ons, this is a really fun kit. All right, so for the next one, we're going to create kind of a similar design, but kind of change it up just a little bit. And this time we're going to start with the pink first, and I'm just going to make that line a little bit thicker there right by the tip, and then bring that product all the way up. Now I debated incorporating a darker red, but I figured we'll just keep this bright red thing that we have going on here. So that's what we decided to do. I'm going to go ahead and just work that product into the brush. The more you work the gel in the brush, I feel like the cleaner your nail design is going to be. So just take time to just make sure you're really working that product into the brush. Now I wanted to keep a little bit of spacing, so I'm going slightly underneath that pink line because I still wanted kind of a effortless like white line kind of showing through in between. Instead of me going back in with the white to create the line, I decided I was just going to go slightly under the pink. So then we had a little white line in between the two colors, and I really love how this looks. I just think it's just, this nail right here is probably like my favorite. I really like the design. It's simple, it's cute. All right, now that we have all the polish done, we're done with the nail art. We're going to incorporate some of these heart stickers. And if you don't want to incorporate any stickers, you do have these really fun nail art brushes that you could definitely create your own hearts. But I was really curious to see how these hearts were going to apply because they're white. Sometimes when you're playing with a white nail art sticker, it tends to take on the color of your background nail. So I was wondering if the heart was gonna look a little pink or look a little faded, but the heart stayed white, and that was really what I wanted to test out here, was to see how vibrant the heart stickers looked on that bright red base, and they stayed true to their color, so that is great. So I am using a tweezers here. I feel like the tweezers, especially for these tiny hearts, work a lot better when you're trying to peel them off that paper. And then I am using the silicone tool. at the end of the tweezer to really make sure I'm rubbing that sticker into place. It's also going to make sure that that sticker is laying completely flat. It's also going to get rid of the sticker outline, because what's going to happen if you would just go ahead and put the heart on the nail right here and just press it down with your finger, you're still going to have like this outline of the sticker, and sometimes it can look a little foggy around the outline of the sticker. This just makes, when you rub it in with the silicone tool, it just makes the sticker almost become one with the nail, and it gets rid of that outline. All right, so I decided we're gonna go ahead and add one more sticker to the thumbnail, and then I'm gonna add a little sticker, one of the little hearts to the pinky nail. Just, there's something about this red with the pops of white. It's like they're meant to be. And I just thought this little heart sticker was the perfect touch for the pinky nail. And then we are going to go back to right here. I'm just kind of lining up that heart just to make sure it's exactly where I want it before we stick the sticker down. I always just slightly put the sticker on and then I'll move it around to make sure it's exactly where I want it before I go ahead and use the silicone tool. All right, so I did go ahead and add more hearts to this nail just to kind of tie in a little bit more white. So that's what I did to that nail. That one's completely done. We're going to add one more nail heart sticker to the tip of this nail. So right here you can see I put it on the nail and it wasn't really where I wanted it, and I was easily able to remove that sticker and then go ahead and put it exactly where I want it. And we're just gonna go ahead and add one more here and then just make sure everything is laying super flat. But these nail art stickers are a really easy way to incorporate some effortless nail art. All right, now we're gonna add one of these nail charms. So I'm gonna do a layer of the gel top coat, and we picked a heart that had, all of them are flat back, so they're gonna lay really nicely to the nail. So I decided we're gonna use one of these little pink heart shaped charms here. So that's what we're gonna go in with. So I did a layer of gel top coat. I did not cure, and then I'm just gonna make sure that's exactly where I want it. And then I'm gonna stick it right in the lamp right away because I do not want that heart to move around or start sliding down. I just want to lock it in place right away. So that's curing for a full 60 seconds. Then to finish up the set, we're doing a layer of gel top coat to all the nails. I did debate on these red nails if I should do a matte finish because I feel like that would be the perfect matte red, but I decided we're just gonna stick with the glossy top coat. So that is what we did today. We're just going in with a layer of that gel top coat, and I'm curing it for a full 60 seconds. And that is it. Our simple nail art style set is done today. So here's the first one. I really like it. It's a really fun twist on Valentine's Day. I definitely love these colors so much. And if you are looking for a last minute Valentine's Day nail idea or a gift for yourself, don't forget to treat yourself. This is really fun, and it's like under $16 for everything in that kit. So the price point is definitely right. And check out these beautiful colors. I love this so much. It's super cute. I love it. I'm obsessed with it, and I really had fun playing with all the different elements that can be found in this kit. Moving on to the next set, I figured why not shake things up a little bit and let's change our shape. So we're going to dive into the short oval. I was very intrigued by this shape, and I wanted to see how these would perform with gels to see if this would be a great alternative shape for me for press on. So this is what the short oval looks like, and that's going to be our shape for today. So now it's time to dive into the pastels. This could be, for me, very hit or miss. I'm very picky when it comes to my pastel colors. I feel like pastels can be either really good or really bad. I feel like there's not really in between when it comes to light pastel colors. It doesn't matter if it's a gel or an acrylic or a dip powder. I feel like it can be very hit or miss. We're going to pull in all the pastel colors so you can see how they perform, and then this way you can really see if a color is going to be right for you. Plus I feel like right here we have really gorgeous coverage for first coat. I am loving that pink, and we're going to see what it looks like when we build it up a little bit more. But this is a great way for you to see these gel polishes and see how they perform, especially because even though this is a Valentine's Day set, we're pulling in these pastel colors. This set of 20 is really an awesome foundation to build into Valentine's Day season, and then you can utilize these colors for spring as well. So you kind of have best of both worlds going on. Now the true test is going to be this yellow, because yellows for me, I tend to stay away from yellows when it comes to gel because they can look really patchy, really streaky. I feel like they're very difficult to work with to get like all the streakiness to kind of just go away. But right off the bat, look at, we have some really good coverage. And again, this is me applying it right to the jelly tip. I do not have a layer of gel base on it or anything like that. And I'm already loving how it doesn't look too harsh of a lines or anything like that. So here's what it looks like cured. I'm kind of shocked actually by what we have going here for that first coat. All right, so let's see what it looks like with a second coat, but I'm already kind of have high hopes for this set now because the yellow kind of blew me away. So I figured the rest of the colors are probably going to perform the same way. I do feel like these are a really good pastel set. Also, when I'm doing this nail, I'm thinking speckled egg. My gears are already turning. I feel like I'm already coming up with ideas of how to utilize these colors for the springtime. It's winter here in Wisconsin. It's cold and I'm already ready for spring. So these colors are definitely just giving me all the hope for spring, right? We still have a long ways to go, but one could dream and play with these beautiful colors to kind of just forget about winter. So this purple right here, this is gorgeous. And look at the coverage that we're getting. We're getting a very awesome coverage right off the bat. It's not too sheer. We have a great foundation. So that is cured for 30 seconds and we're going to build it up again with that second coat. But overall, I'm really impressed on how these colors are performing. So the kit that we're working with right now, it is a spring kit. It comes with 20 colors, and then you get a full-size gel top coat, gel base, and a matte top coat. These colors would also be really beautiful with a matte top coat and not adding like any other elements to it, just rocking a pastel color style mani and throw on a matte top coat. I feel like that would be really beautiful. And like I did mention the speckled eggs, or doing like a unicorn chrome over these pastel colors as well. So there's tons of other options to really utilize these colors, and even incorporating one of those 6 gel top coats that have all the different fun elements in it. That would be a great topper for these. So there's many different things you can do with these fun sets, but check out this blue. Isn't that like the perfect spring baby blue? And that's only with one coat. So again, we're going to build that up, but I really like this blue. Look at, we don't have any like harsh streaks or anything like that. I'm also really liking the shape. I'm really excited to see what it looks like on, but I really am intrigued by the oval, and I love a good short nail. And if these work out for me, this might be like my new go-to because I've been stuck on these short coffin for quite a while, and then we switch it up with a little bit of a medium almond here and there. But I do love my coffin shape, but I really wanted to try something new. We are almost to that finish line. We are already on our last color, and it is a spring green, and this is a true, to me, like pastel spring green. It's beautiful. I feel like it definitely is going to be the perfect green for spring. Check out the coverage. Isn't it great? Like, to me, I would throw this in the same category as that yellow. Sometimes these light greens can be really hard to work with. You get streakies, you get lines. You need to do like 3 to 4 coats to really get it to its full potential, especially to get rid of all those harsh lines. But we have really awesome coverage. I'm actually pretty blown away by this. I don't know. I guess I didn't really have high hopes for this kit until I decided, okay, we're going to give it a whirl and see how they perform. And I'm really glad I did because for the price point for these gels, the price point is definitely right. And the coverage is everything. So this is what we're working with 2 coats. I love it. It's beautiful. It looks great just like this, but we're going to add some nostalgic elements to this now. We're going to play with the heart gel top coat. So I'm not going to apply this like a regular top coat. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of dab on some of these heart glitters kind of all over the nail, and then we'll go ahead and spread the product out. I just felt like that was the best way for me when I was playing with these hearts, because based on where I wanted them kind of like spread it out all over the nail. So I felt like that technique really worked well for me. And then just make sure you're letting everything kind of self-level before you go ahead and cure. But just like right now, I'm trying to work that glitter right off the side of the wand right there. But overall, this is really fun, and just it was easier like to apply it like this versus like hand placing all these hearts. It was just a really just fun touch, and I like that it's a top coat. So there's red hearts in here and there's some pink ones. The pink ones are a little harder to see on the pink background that we have, but I'm just really trying hard here to get that last heart on the nail. I wanted another red one, so that's what we're working with right now, and we're just going to make sure everything is where we want it before we go ahead and cure. You can go ahead and use an orange wood stick and turn any of those hearts around as well, but I'm really trying to get one more red on here, and then I want one more right up at that cuticle line. But look at that, we have some really fun heart-shaped pieces on this nail, and everything is laying really flat. Just give it a moment to kind of self-level. You could also turn that nail upside down before you cure. So I did the rest of the hearts off camera, Here's our finished set. This is screaming nostalgic conversation hearts. I love it so much. I love the play of the pastel colors. Overall, whatever kit you decide to grab from Beetles, you're not gonna go wrong. These products actually blew me away. I'm completely shocked on how well the gel polishes performed, and I was really excited to play with those brushes. Those brushes were definitely chef's kiss. All right, so everything that we did use in today's video can be found in that description box below. This is a great option, especially if you're looking for any last minute Valentine's Day nails. This definitely comes quicker. You can order it from Amazon and you can get it pretty much next day if you spend $25 on Amazon and get that next day shipping. So it's a great last minute Valentine's Day nail look that if you are still needing, you definitely have time to grab this. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.